right, 10 minutes before 11 o'clock. Not a bad-looking Thursday out there. Hope you're doing well. Can you believe tomorrow is autumn already?
Wow, isn't that something?
Hard to believe
90 degrees it'll be here today.
Our thoughts and prayers with those people in Puerto Rico right now. Oh my gosh. We had our scare last week. Now they are going through theirs. Theirs is considerably worse than what we went through.
Yeah.
Stephen Harvill is on the phone. I hope I'm saying his name right. He's a pioneer in organizational dynamics and strategic thinking. Wait a minute. My male ego is... I'm a pioneer in strategic thinking, Robin. No. His client base includes Apple, Pepsi, Samsung, IBM, General Mills, the United States Navy.
I love that.
Southwest Airlines, Microsoft, and he's written a book called 21 Secrets of $1 Million Sellers. America's top earners reveal the keys to sales success. All right, I'm all ears now. Just forgive me for what I said right there. And I didn't. I'll rewind it. I'll edit that out. Stephen Harvill, good morning, sir. How are you?
Well, good morning. Thank you so much for the honor of being on your show.
Oh, what an honor for us. Where are you right now? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Austin, Texas. That's one of our offices. We have offices in Dallas and in Austin.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Hope you're doing okay.
We're doing fantastic.
So tell me about this. I mean, how do you work with these companies, and what do they ask you to do for them?
Well, we're a strategist by nature. It's not as complex as people think it is. It's about developing an idea, creating a plan of action around the idea, and then aiming it towards a desired outcome. And so we work within, normally we have about 7 strategic platforms in play with our clients at any given time, and this one that led to the book is our sales platform.
Oh, okay. And the book shows us how to use our ideas and sell them better?
It basically tells you what are the people that sit at the pinnacle of the sales profession, irrespective of what they're selling. What do they all do that's basically the same?
Okay. Well, wouldn't the product or service have something to do with that?
Very little, surprisingly. The aspects that connect in a relationship-based sales model, not like going to Home Depot and buying a screwdriver, but instead buying something that creates a relationship. Kind of those skill sets are transferable. Great sales professionals could actually move from selling robotic surgery equipment to selling Jaguars. They're transferable skill sets.
Okay, but like you have a book, and you go into a bookstore, and somebody's going to buy a book, and you hope they buy your book. Is there a way to? How do we get them to buy your book?
Well, if you're looking for elements that what's a menu of behavioral traits that I could transfer not only to sales, but surprisingly, we've been told on it from a number of readers that it transfers to other elements of what they're doing. This would give you a great menu. It divided into essentials and relationships and performance elements, and you could take a look at it to find those things that absolutely fit the model you're building.
Do they know? I mean, do the people who use these techniques realize that they're using something rather secretive?
Well, the secret word is probably a little misleading, but they all know. Yeah, they all know that what they do. When you're at the pinnacle of whatever you do, you know that what you do works. You've probably tested it 1,000,000 times on your way up.
Yeah. Well, I think, the phrase I think we learned from Oprah Winfrey was the aha moment. And I think for most of us who've achieved success, you have lots of failures, and then there was that aha moment. And I'm guessing it's not so different for somebody who's with IBM as it is for somebody here at WOCA, for example.
No, it's not. If you're taking a look at a relationship-based sales model, that Archimedean aha moments are fill you with the things that you repeat again. That's the nature of the aha moment. It creates a moment of success, and then if you're smart enough with it, it creates the leverage to the second moment.
Well, you have tangible selling, but then there's non-tangible selling, such as buying airtime on radio stations, and those are two different animals.
Well, they are, but the aspect of developing a relationship that gets somebody to make a decision is not that different from the same person that's selling a financial product service or an insurance service or an advertising agency that's looking to land $1 million account.
Going back to the book as an example, I hate to keep using the book as an example, but I'm using that because Barnes & Noble, let's say, I'm going to use that company, they have my trust. John Smith, who wrote a book about how elephants mate or something, he doesn't have my trust, but the book is in there. So do I gain trust by proxy in a way, by buying it in a store that I trust?
Well, trust is an interesting thing. It doesn't develop without a step in front of it, and the step in front of it is like. You have to build a like platform, right? You have to like elements that draw you to Barnes & Noble in order for you to trust them. Trust never happens ahead of like. And so there are elements about Barnes & Noble that you like. You like the layout of the store. You like the coffee shop in the store. Well, salespeople do the same thing. They build upon those things that clients like, and they do more of that. They look at creating elements off of that. Very similar idea.
I like that. Okay, that can be applied to so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of a duh moment. You would think that most people would recognize that people don't do business with people they don't like. But surprisingly, most companies don't know how to leverage what people like.
I like how you talk about facing rejection also, because that can be very, very discouraging.
Yeah, even the great ones spend 90% of their time in no. There's 1,000 no's to that one yes, and if you're not willing to wade through the negative aspect to get to the success, you'll never be at that pinnacle element. So they embrace it. They learn from it. One of the guys had a wall in his office that was filled with 3x5 cards of different colors, and on every one of the cards was a rejection that he had gotten somewhere along the line in his sales process. And he looked at the wall all the time, figuring out how to combat the rejections that he got. He embraced it so much, he made it a major part of his office.
I can sort of relate to that. Well, this is very fascinating. I can't wait to read the book. Is it available? Where do I get it from?
Oh, you can get it anywhere. Thanks to Simon & Schuster and Touchstone, it's anywhere from. You can get it from Target, you can get it from Amazon, you can get it from Barnes & Noble, your local independent bookstore. It's in audio form, it's in Kindle form. It's about any way you would want to get it, and we would hope you'd find those ideas really interesting and entertaining at the same time. And
I love the why am I talking aspect. I think people do have to, review themselves and take and embrace that.
Listening is an active skill set, not a passive skill set. These people all know that. Though they may want to fill that unforgiving moment of silence with more talk, they don't.
The book is called 21 Secrets of $1 Million Sellers. It is written by our guest, Stephen J. Harvill. And it is, I don't know if you know this or not, Stephen, but it's #1 right now on Amazon in the sales and selling techniques category.
I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
It is.
Congratulations.
Right now, it's got some really good reviews, and it's #1 in its category. Wow, pretty cool.
Well, thanks for letting me know that.
Are you the voice on the audiobook?
Yeah, no, I'm not the voice on it. I asked for Sean Connery, but apparently he was busy.
Well, now there's a selling technique. I mean, if you wanted that, gosh, I often wonder how do some of these movie makers get some of these stars that probably they wouldn't have a hit if they didn't have those stars. I know you have other interviews to do, Stephen. Thank you for being on with us today.
I'm honored. Thank you for having me. I'm glad it's a good day in Orlando.
Oh, it's excellent. And the book, again, 21 Secrets of $1 Million Sellers. Get it on Amazon or on Stephen's website, stephenharvill.com. Thank you, Stephen.
Talk to you guys another time.
Thank you.
Bye.
We'll be right back. Here is your 30-second news brief. Consumer advocates are warning homeowners against allowing contractors to handle claims through assignment of benefits. Described as a scheme, policyholders sign over the administration of their claims to contractors who begin repairs without consulting an insurance adjuster. Florida Education Commissioner Pam Stewart has authorized school superintendents to trim their academic calendar year by 2 days due to Hurricane Irma. Districts wanting more time have to ask by October 16th. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, sunshine mixing with clouds, high 86 to 90. Partly cloudy Thursday night. There may be a shower or thunderstorm late tonight near the coast. Low 69 inland, 76 along the coast. For Friday, intervals of clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm in parts of the area, high 85 to 89. Saturday, times of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm, high 84 to 88.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. There is widespread destruction in